Hi guys, welcome back to MindMeds. For those who don't know me, my name is Mana. Today I would like to share with you what you can do after the relationship has ended. I speak from my personal experience and I'm sure a lot of people might have done the same. But anyway, I would like to talk to you about this today. So after the relationship has ended, you probably have three scenarios. First is you don't want that person back, but you want to kind of punish him or her in a way. You want that person to miss you or to want you back, but you don't really want him or her back. Okay, number two, you want that person back. And number three, you don't want that person back and you want to move on. You don't want to think about this anymore. Okay, so for me, I was in a relationship for 14 years, which is a long time for me. And the person at some point had an affair, like a proper affair, not like one night stand or anything. And to me, that's like, no, I cannot have that. So that's how the relationship ended. And then I asked myself, what do I want out of these three scenarios? I chose number three, which is I want to move on and I don't want to think about this anymore. So here's a funny thing. When I chose that option, then I was looking for the answer of how I can do that, right? And that was about 2 years ago. So I spent quite some time listening to different love gurus on YouTube. And my three favorite people, favorite guys, um, are Mark Rosenfeld, Mathew Hussey, and Mathew Boggs. So the funny thing is that, well, it's not really funny, but you know what I mean. The interesting thing is that even though these three love gurus were talking about different topics, that's why we have three different scenarios, but the answer is the same. The answer is you have to focus on yourself. I will elaborate. So first, you have to focus on your physical. That means you have to do something to change your physical in the way that you want. For example, if you want to be healthier, if you want to look better, you can try changing your diet, you can try exercising, you can change your style of outfit, you can change your hairstyle, you can change your, for women, for me, change how I do makeup. I try them all and I actually, at the end, I look better, in my opinion anyway. And the second thing that you can do is to focus on yourself mentally and emotionally. And that means you can do, I would split into two groups. First is the thing that you love to do, you used to love to do, but somehow you stopped doing that. For me, it was playing piano. So I bought another piano after stop playing for 12 years. And I used to read novel books. So I went back to purchase more books and spend more time reading, spend more time playing piano. Another thing that you can do is to learn new things that you've always wanted to learn, but you haven't done so. Or not just learn, like places you want to go, any activities that you always wanted to do, but you didn't have time, you didn't have the money, you didn't have anyone to go with you or something like that. So it can be, I don't know, bungee jump if you fancy that in the past but you were afraid. Maybe this is the time to try. Maybe you want to try this restaurant and no one ever wanted to go with you. Now it's time to go by yourself and it's fine. Or a movie or anything. Basically do anything that will make you feel better, but it has to give you positive outcome. I'm not recommending like taking drugs or alcohol or something that is not good for you, okay? The third way is to hang out with old friends or current friends. That is so much benefit. Hanging out with people that care about you, people that are good for you, have good influence on you. And not only that, these friends can bring you more friends. What I mean is they might go to a party, they might have an activity they want to do, and all you need to do is to tag along with them. And then you will meet more people, and then you can get to know more people, and then you make more friends. And that is the way to expand your circle, expand your knowledge, because when you talk to different people, you learn more things, right? And the last thing that is the most important, in my opinion, is to spend time with yourself. The reason why it's so important is that you have to be happy with yourself. And that means you need time to process all the negative emotions, all the pain, all the sorrow, all the memories. You need time to process that. And you can stay at home. When I was staying at home, I would do something like read books or watch a movie or cook something nice for myself or try to, I don't know, do some household things, or when I go out, I can hang out with friends like I mentioned, or I can go anywhere by myself. And my favorite things to do is to go to a bush, like walk in the bush by myself, and it's so isolated that at some point when I turn around like 360 degrees, it's just me and the nature and the trees and the birds and the wind, and it's really calming, it's really soothing, and you have nothing to distract you. You are forced to be with yourself. And that's the way to, for me anyway, to contemplate on things, on life. I spend a lot of time thinking and walking at the same time. Another thing I like to do is to go walking by the beach. Just, again, it could be your favorite spot. It could be a new spot you have never been to. You just go there, drive there by yourself, and park the car, walk from point A to point B, back and forth, and just let the waves come to you. Let yourself feel the water, feel the wind, hear all the sounds. Again, you will be forced to spend time with yourself, and eventually you will feel comfortable. At the beginning, you might feel like, oh, this is not comfortable, this is weird, I don't feel safe or whatever. But for me anyway, about 3-4 weeks of doing that, I actually really liked it. Like to spend time with myself. So if you've done all this or most of this, then you have 3 outcomes. Why does it work like that? So by focusing on yourself, and you now eventually are so happy with yourself, so happy with things going on with your life, with your friends, right? Then you will be oozing out positive energy. You will feel happy. You will, project good things out from you. The energy, the happiness, the calmness or whatever is just coming out from you, and people can see that. So go back to number 1. If you want your ex to miss you or to feel bad that he or she broke up with you, they will look at you and think, oh my God, look at him or look at her, right? Like what if I could go back, I totally would. And then that's the time for you to say, I don't want to, right? Or the second choice is you want them back. Then imagine if you were such a mess, you look like a mess, you full of negative thoughts, bad energy, who would want that? You probably wouldn't want that yourself. So imagine, someone who just went through a breakup with you and come back and look at you like you look worse than before, like hello, right? So now number 3, which was my option, my choice. I wanted to move on and I don't want to think about this anymore. Here's the thing, by focusing on yourself, by trying to be happy with yourself, you are slowly moving on. You have been focusing your mental energy, emotional energy on something else. And so in a way, it moves you out from the bad place, right? And with time, with the things that you do and then you enjoy with people that you enjoy hanging out with, they will all help you to move on. And there will be a point when you feel like, wow, I actually am happy by myself and I don't need to think about that anymore. But in fact, I don't want to think about it because it's full of bad memories, bad energy, bad emotions. Now it's everything's positive. Why would I want to think about that? Right? That's the way for you to move on. So I hope this is helpful, and I would like to hear back if you would like to share with me. If you try something and you like it or it doesn't work, or I'm happy to hear all about that. Thank you for watching, and then see you in the next clip. Bye.